moving on to this other team that I actually think I don't think they'll be an interesting watch this season, but I do think that they'll be interesting from the standpoint of where some of the pieces that they have end up. The Indiana Pacers. Obviously, this is a team that is in complete rebuild mode. They need to be in complete rebuild mode. I think that probably ever since Victor Oladipo had that injury. I mean, obviously, even when they had Victor,
they should have been in rebuild mode since Danny Granger and Paul George got up out of there.
Honestly, they've kind of been rebuilding really since then.
Facts.
Honestly, they've low key been rebuilding since PG snapped his leg.
They know. They know how to put a winning team together, though.
They have winning.
They know how to put it. They know how to put a winning team together.
They definitely have a winning mentality. Not a championship team,
but they know how to get a winning team together.
They didn't win rings, but since I've been alive, since '97, Indiana Pacers have been a winning mentality team. Surprisingly,
they can put a winning team together, but it's just what are they going to do to get to that next hump? Are they going?
The issue for them is, not to cut you off, the issue for them is outside of, 13, 14, they were never, when they were actually really, really good, actually had a chance to actually, they were in the conference finals, so they had a chance to make the finals. After the injury to PG, Lance went away, Evan Turner came in, Roy went away, they kind of lost their core, and then since then, they've had good teams, but they've been in the worst spot in the league. You never want to be the 6 or 7 seed.
Yeah, definitely. Really? They have always been the 6-7 seed.
That is the worst spot to be.
It's not the worst spot to be. I'll have to disagree with that.
No, that means
you're competing every year and you feel your seats up.
That means you're not that good. That means you're not good enough to be great, and you're not bad enough to get great.
No, that means every night when one of your fans purchases a ticket to your game, more than likely you're going to be competing.
Yeah,
and they're not going to waste their whatever it costs $100.
But it's not getting you over the hump.
You're not wasting you're guaranteed to see a competitive team.
But it's not getting you. I feel you, but
I would
rather
the definition of mid.
Yeah, but I would rather take an L on one season in hopes that we get a guy in the draft or something like that can possibly be generational, so we have a chance to actually genuinely build our team.
Every team don't want to just keep throwing away every season just for the hope of somebody who's very good.
And that's exactly
we
want to
compete. We gonna compete. No, they compete every year. They give their fans something to look forward to. They don't have to ever turn their TV on and worry about their team being an AAU team and giving up 150 points in the game or having simple defensive lapses that sends people in.
Well, right now they're one of the AAU teams.
Right now it just kind of happened. Over time, it's just they
made it happen
by shipping Sabonis and
look at
they traded Sabonis. They traded Matt. This team has made a concerted effort over the past 6 months to say, hey, we are gonna get bad in hopes that we're gonna get good. So should I don't know why I call you Ron. I don't know why I call you should Ron. What's your take on the Pacers? More so not.
That's another shot, Joe.
More so, what do you see from them this year? I think we all kind of expect the same thing from them. But where do you think the pieces that they have could possibly end up in Indiana?
I think we all can agree they're in there for the Victor sweepstakes. They're one of the teams for Victor sweepstakes. If you're an Indiana Pacers fan, Tyrese Haliburton is a stud. An amazing basketball player. As far as what we're in for in regards to the pieces, I honestly can't see them. I mean, what they don't really have. I mean, outside of Tyrese Haliburton, they still got Goga, right? They still have Goga.
That's how you pronounce his name?
I think it's Goga, right?
Batiste?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They still have him. Pacers aren't really looking too.
Wow, that's okay.
They aren't. I say 26 games, but I mean, like I said, Tyrese Haliburton is a winner. As far as from what I've seen, even though he played for the Kings and it's a loser franchise and everything, and everybody thinks they're losers, but he's been winning games for the Kings, and that's why they had to get him out of there. So I think he should win games for them as well.
Not that they just had too many guards.
You think so?
The Kings just had too many guards.
Okay.
And you paid De'Aaron, and then you drafted Davion, so you gotta let him rock.
You could have, but I feel like they should have traded De'Aaron personally. But as far as the Pacers, I mean, they had what's his name? Who was the guy last year that went crazy for him? It was who was it?
Who scored Allen? He ran it in.
Who was their forward last year that was going absolutely crazy?
somebody went crazy in Indiana last
Yeah,
year?
he was a stellar like 20.
O'Shea Brissett?
Yeah, O'Shea Brissett.
Brissett.
He was doing his thing last year. You
He's
know,
a good fantasy pickup.
He's gonna be a stud on their team. As far as the roster goes, Buddy Hield. If Buddy Hield, Miles Turner and them play, which I doubt, because I think they shipping them. I really do think
they're not shipping them, bro. Especially not to LA.
They have to ship them.
They'll probably start the
They
season
don't have-
there.
why in the hell do
They'll
they have to
probably
ship them?
they'll probably start the season there, but I don't think that they make it
They're
past
not
the trade
staying.
deadline.
Yeah, they're not
They don't make-
staying.
it makes no sense.
It makes no sense to keep them because while they have them, they're going to be competing. While the Patriots have Buddy Hield
competing.
and yeah, exactly competing. Very mid, but competing, winning games, but very mid. Miles Turner, he should be, if he stays healthy.
Well, where would you like to see Miles Turner go in a perfect way? And
The Nets. The Nets. Do the Nets have what it takes? Do the Nets have the assets to trade for him? Absolutely not. I don't think so. Unless the Pacers are like on some like
give us anything.
Like give us anything type thing. But
Take TJ
you know
Warren
the
back.
Pacers are gonna be like what they was asking from the Lakers. I'm sure they like if the Nets call you ain't got what we need, bro. Because they was asking for a first and a top NBA 75 player. You feel me? They was asking for 2 firsts, an NBA 75 player for Buddy Hield and Miles Turner. Miles Turner on the Nets will make the Nets very scary, very, 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 very scary. One of the best rim protectors in the NBA. But I do think Miles Turner. I say I want to see Miles Turner. A team that can use him. Maybe the Blazers.
I like that.
Blazers.
I like that.
Honestly, Nurkic.
like that.
They got him. I mean, Nurkic is solid, but
They just re-signed Nurkic, but I do
yeah,
like that.
they
I was thinking Dallas. Maybe if you put a
Dallas?
package together
The
for
Bulls.
Buddy Hield.
The Bulls.
the Bulls would be
The Bulls.
amazing.
The Bulls.
I don't think they'll trade with the division. I don't think they'll trade with the division.
Hold on.
It ain't
How many,
football.
how many years has Vucevic got left on his deal?
But Miles Turner definitely would be nice on the Bulls. Another team outside the Nets.
I think
I'm
this Vucevic
thinking
last year on his deal too. I think, if I'm not mistaken. So it's an expiring salary.
the Clippers. The Clippers
Maybe.
could be
The Clippers,
the
maybe.
Clippers could be straight animals and be like, we'll give you 2 firsts, and they'll take
Nah,
them.
the Clippers ain't got no picks.
Well, they ain't got no.
Nah,
They don't.
they
They gave him
traded
Paul
Lamar to
George.
OKC.
They gave him Paul George. Never mind. But they got pieces to move. You know, the Clippers could move Zubac.
Yeah, they
and
can
then-
move Zubac. They can move like Luke Kennard.
But that would be that would be something. That would be something. Him on the Clippers, Miles Turner, Buddy Hield. Every goddamn team in the NBA could use a Buddy Hield. It's that simple. If only he could slide his feet on the other end. Old ass man, learn how to play D. But every team could use him. Every team, absolutely any team in the NBA could use a Buddy Hield right now.
I mean, when I look at this Pacers roster, obviously you have Haliburton, who I think you're probably putting your stock in. You also drafted Benedict Mathurin,
He don't miss on 2K.
I also think that's why you get Buddy out of there. So him
Yeah, he can shoot.
him and Tyrese can kind of have free reign. Also, you had Aaron. Also, you added Aaron Nesmith, who I don't think is a bad player. I just
not.
think that in Boston there was really no room to develop him because Boston was in a situation where like we have younger players,
so many forwards,
so many
guards.
people won at your position. Also, we're winning. We're in a position where we're competing for championships. We don't really have time to develop
to be letting you get minutes on the floor, bro.
unless you can just come in and be that guy immediately, which is going to be hard. You got
gotta
Tatum and
pass
you got
Grant.
Brown.
You got to pass
You
Grant.
got to pass.
a
First
bunch
of all, you got
dudes.
Tatum and Brown basically at your position off top. Then you got
Derek White, Grant.
so it's going to be hard to get on the
bunch of
floor.
guys.
Also, Jayla Smith, another guy who obviously got drafted by Phoenix. Then Phoenix started competing immediately. There was really no time to bring him along. But when I did see him play in Indiana last year, he looked good. So I think the definition of success for the Pacers is the same as I said it was for the Spurs and the Thunder. You want to see improvement in guys like I said, Brissett. You want to see improvement in guys like Nesmith. You want to see improvement in Haliburton. You want to see improvement in guys like Isaiah Jackson. You want to see improvement in guys like Jalen Smith. And then you want to lose Chris Duarte. You want to see improvement in guys like Chris Duarte. TJ McConnell is probably another guy who you can move. Teams could use TJ McConnell.
Teams will definitely want TJ.
You can move TJ.
TJ definitely. The Sixers.
You can move TJ. You can move Tice. You can move Hield. You can move Miles Turner. Those are all guys who I think are very movable.
They're all shopping.
All shopping, movable. Get them out of here. Losing many games. Let the young guys rock. And again, my thing with them is you just want to see improvement. I don't think they'll win more than 25 games. I think they'll probably win like 21 games. But you just want to see improvement, and you want to see if Haliburton can be a star. You want to see if he can be a star, or if this guy where it's like, you know what, you're a good player, but you're a guy who might get traded a lot, kind of like an Andre Miller.
Yeah.
A guy who Andre Miller was really good basketball player. I think Andre Miller is like top 10 assists in NBA. I could be wrong. I think he's like top 10 assists in NBA history.
Top 10 career
all
assists.
time. But he was never a star. He was just a guy that would help a team win. You want to see if Tyrese can actually be a guy that's a star for you and not just a guy that can help you win.
I feel like if he doesn't, even if he does not, which I doubt, I think he will reach that level. Be a Michael Conley-ish with better playmaking.
That's not a star.
That's not a star though.
It's not a star. So it's like then he becomes a guy that you throw in the crowd of like, well, if you come for something for Haliburton, you can't have him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think anybody on this team is untradeable. And like I said, I think for Haliburton, it's a prove-it year, and prove-it year is strong, but you want to see, like I said, if he can actually be the guy and not just one of the guys. And Buddy Hield should be gone by the deadline. Turner should be gone by the deadline. Tice should be gone.
You got the whole bag.
Should all be gone by the
whole bag.
deadline.
That's what it is. I wouldn't say it's a prove-it year, but it's definitely you carrying this bag, bro. You got the bags.
It's
bro.
you. Here you go.
You the bag
Joe franchise.
boy. Everything is yours.
Oh my God, Stafford threw like 4 picks tonight. Joe, what do you think about the Pacers?
The Pacers, I somewhat pretty much agree with you guys. They got a nice little core of young guys. I think they can do a pretty good job of developing them. We've seen Brissett take strides last season. Duarte was a solid role player. Haliburton is obviously outstanding. A lot of people were shocked when the Kings decided to give up on him so quickly. Hield, I think he's going to be traded, but like he's one of the most dead-eye shooters in the league. I'm pretty sure he won a three-point contest like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Yeah. Shot the lights out in Oklahoma, was a lottery pick, and he's, I think, due $23 million over the next 2 years each. So obviously, we know what that means about him. Benedict Mathurin, heck of a young shooter. McConnell, like you guys said, probably one of the better backup point guards in the league. Like up there with Tyus Jones, a guy who's a very scrappy guy, can knock down a three. Get your guys on offense in place, push the pace, pretty much do everything you need from a backup point guard and do it very well. Also, he's a heck of a thief as well. He'll pickpocket you, play the passing lanes.
He's a great
little
defender.
Undersized. He does a great job of making up for how small he is. I would say great.
He's a good defender.
He's a little undersized, but he makes up for it very well. His instincts. He's only 6'1", 190. Them pretty much the same. That was an accident.
You do good dope yourself.
Crazy.
Yeah, you do good dope yourself. Yeah, you definitely do good dope.
Subconsciously, you do good dope yourself.
He knows.
Nonsense.
He talking.
That was a mistake. You said
he's a good defender.
For most, you got dope. One episode, Ron. Get that shit to him. But McConnell, like I said, is outstanding. He could really help a playoff team, or even help the Pacers if they want to probably help them pull out a couple wins this season. Heck of a player. Like you guys said, Jayla Smith was a lottery pick or a very high pick for probably not lottery, I think top 20 for sure, top 15 for the Celtics. Didn't really get this chance to get his in the rotation for the Celtics. He was in college. He was known for being a sniper. He comes into the league, not as much of a sniper, but he's not one of those guys you'll leave open. We'll see how he develops. Jalen Smith was a guy who could never get really on
the court,
get his role. In Phoenix, they've obviously had Aiden. They've had McGee.
Phoenix could definitely use him.
I mean, I guess they've had McGee, they've had Aiden, they've had a really good 5 rotation. They couldn't really get him in there. He does have an opportunity to kind of redeem himself now in Indiana. They also have Daniel Tice, a veteran big who can knock down a three and make the correct rotations. He was key to a lot of the winning the Celtics have been doing over the
KD
past couple of years. And then, like you guys said, they got Miles Turner, solid big man. In foul trouble a little too much, but he's one of the better rim protectors. I'm pretty sure every year he's top 5 in blocks.
He's an elite rim protector.
Yeah, he's solid. I was killing you. Remember when I picked the Pacers on you in 2K?
Oh my God,
Miles Turner was all over the place. But yeah, also they have a veteran coach in Nate McMillan. He's been around the league a very long time.
Great defending coach.
He ain't there. Nate McMillan with the Hawks.
He with the Hawks though.
Oh,
they got Rick Carlisle.
Oh, they got Rick Carlisle.
They definitely.
For sure.
Yeah, Nate McMillan's with
Which I have questions about Rick Carlisle as a Pacers coach. My question is
kind of random. Him being there is kind of random.
He should have been hanged it up.
That's my only thing. Like, you got this very young team, and you have a guy who I don't think is going to be able to connect to them at all. And I wonder if at this point is he a dinosaur?
He's definitely a dinosaur at this point.
So I have questions about him.
He's one of the ones that need to be out. He's amongst the Greg Popovich.
You should be in the front office.
Yeah,
you should be in the front. So I have
he
questions.
should be running basketball operations.
Facts. So I actually have a question about him coaching this team. Sorry to cut you off, but I have a question about him coaching this basketball team.
They're too young for him.
Nah, I'm not too sure. I mean, what was his? How many years has he been a coach? Their head coach?
He got to be like 20, bro.
I'm talking about the head coach for the Pacers. I know
Two.
Oh, for sure.
I think last year was his first year.
But yeah, we'll see how that works out for them. Obviously, he's a veteran head coach. He's a champion head coach. Probably was a part of one of the most insane championship runs in NBA history. I would have to think when that was the year when Dirk and those boys knocked off OKC, the Heat, the Lakers, all in one run. But he has the championship pedigree and experience. We'll see how it goes. But they just got they got a lot of good guys. I don't know if they're in the AAU tier, but they hinting towards it. We'll see where Haliburton can take them, and we'll see.
They're not in it right now because they have Buddy and Miles and TJ. But once they're gone, it's definitely.
No, they in it. They not gonna help. No. They not gonna affect no losing. They not gonna affect no losing. Nah, they still in it. They not gonna affect no losing. No.
It shouldn't. It definitely shouldn't.
That's about 5 games. That's maybe 5 more games total. It ain't gonna affect no losing.
That man, Buddy Hill, better learn to slide his damn feet.
It ain't gonna stop shit. The Pacers are right where you guys want them.
Old ass man better learn how to. Damn.
Davis again.
Jalen Ramsey got his ass cooked, boy.
Oh, that was Ramsey.
And he said on his head top. He tapped on the head top, boy.
My Rams down bad right now, but it's all good. Bills is obviously.
I mean, every NFL Super Bowl winner gets smashed in the season opener. They stay off too much champagne still.
Bills is a juggernaut. You feel me?
Look at him getting sturdy. Look at this getting sturdy.
That's how you feel.
I mean, they got a statement game. After the tragedy that happened in Buffalo,
was that Ramsey on? That is Ramsey.
They went out there. They flew all those kids.
Where's this weak side help?
They flew all those kids out there from Buffalo. Buffalo was not about to lose this game. They projected to go to the Super Bowl.
Where was this news? Nobody back there.
It's looking bad for the Rams, bro. I don't know. It's looking bad for y'all, Rams.
It's one game. Y'all the same thing what happened to the Ravens if y'all had the Bills.
Whatever. We lost to them because Lamar Jackson threw a pick in the end zone.
I think we can leave it there for the